new here, my name is Alyssa, and today I am so excited because I am giving you 5 different summer snack recipes. I know that this time is a really busy time of year. You're doing a lot of traveling, maybe you're doing a lot of beach days, a lot of picnics. I want to give you some healthy snacks that you can take with you on the go that are going to nourish you, your family, your friends, and they also taste delicious. So this video is brought to you in partnership with my friends at Thrive. I do a monthly collaboration with them, and this month I am so excited to tell you that you can get 25% off your first order by clicking the link that's in the description box below. And before we dive into today's video, I actually want to give you 3 different hacks that I personally use Thrive for. So the first is nut butter. Their nut butters are so much cheaper than the store-bought varieties. They have their own name brand. They are all organic and they taste so good. So that's hack number 1. Hack number 2 is that I use Thrive to refill my pantry staples. Things like nuts, seeds, and all that stuff. Thrive has their own, again, name brand, a lot of which is raw, you can find organic, and they are so much cheaper than buying a bag at the store. My third hack for you is that I also use their sprouted grain flours. A lot of you might not know that sprouted grains are actually a lot more digestible than regular grains, and it's really expensive to find sprouted grain flours at the store. But Thrive, again, has their own name brand, so it's the Thrive Market brand, and they sell sprouted grain flours. So I buy my sprouted grain flours from there. It's so affordable, and it really makes me feel good because I know that I am nourishing my digestive system. So I'm using these hacks throughout today's video. You'll see that I'm using nuts and seeds and things like that. So make sure to tap that link in my description box to get your 25% off free offer. And I think we should just go ahead and dive in, don't you? Let's get started. First up, we are going to make my peanut butter and jelly bites. We start by adding some dates as well as some dried blueberries and some peanuts and some oats into a food processor, and then we're just going to blend this up until it forms a crumbly texture. From there, you can remove the lid and add in some peanut butter. I got all of my ingredients here from Thrive Market, as well as a little bit of coconut oil. Pop your lid back on, reblend it, and a dough should form. And the consistency that you're looking for is for it to be sticky so that when you pinch it between your hands, it sticks together. If it's a little bit too dry, you can add a touch more peanut butter or you could add some water. But essentially, once you have that nice sticky dough, you are going to squeeze it between your hands and form it into balls, and then just repeat until you have used all of that dough up. I like to chill these or keep them in the fridge or freezer. I personally like the freezer, but they are awesome because you can take them with you on the go and they taste like peanut butter and jelly, and they are so simple to make and they are delicious. The second snack is my insanely healthy oatmeal cookie. We're going to start with 2 bananas, just peel them, pop them into a bowl, and mash them up until they are nice and smooth. From there, you can add in 1 flax egg, which is 1 tablespoon of water and 3 tablespoons of flaxseed meal. Stir that all together, add in some oats and some quinoa flakes, as well as some raw cacao powder. Again, all of these ingredients are from Thrive. Stir this all together until you've got a nice cookie dough. Add in some mini chocolate chips if you're feeling a little bit fancy. Then we're going to bake these on a parchment-lined baking sheet. So use a cookie scoop, scoop them onto your baking sheet, and then you need to use your hands here to kind of press the cookies into the shape that you're looking for. I like to kind of flatten them down a little bit. I just find that they bake easier that way. And then we'll pop them in a 350-degree oven for about 12 to 13 minutes until they are nice and firm. And then you can remove them. They will get really dark. That's the cacao powder, so don't be afraid of the flavor. They're not burned. You can let them cool completely, or you can honestly just enjoy them right away. They should be holding together fine. Again, these are great for on the go. You can just toss them in your bag. Kids love them. They are super healthy, and who doesn't love a healthy cookie? Our third sweet snack are simple apple sandwiches, and essentially you're just going to use 1 apple and you're going to slice it into thin slices, and then you can use a knife to kind of cut around the center core area where the seeds are, and you will have a little apple ring. From there, we're going to top it with some of Thrive's chunky peanut butter as well as their grain-free granola, which is out of this world delicious. So just spread each little ring with some peanut butter. You could also use any other nut or seed butter that you like. Sprinkle it with a little bit of granola. It's also great with chocolate chips or even just nuts and seeds. And this is the snack. It is so simple, super kid-friendly, super adult-friendly. I personally love them. They're really fun to eat and they're really easy to make, so you can't beat that. Now we're on to our savory snacks. So the first one is some savory chickpea crepes. We are gonna use Thrive Market's sprouted garbanzo bean flour, and you're gonna add 1 cup of that into a bowl, followed with some nutritional yeast and some spices. I like smoked paprika and garlic powder, and then some salt and pepper. Whisk this together, and then once it's combined, you can add in a tablespoon of olive oil and 1 cup of water. Then we will just need to stir this all together. Start with a spatula or spoon, and then you're gonna definitely need a whisk because it does get a little bit clumpy. Once you've got it all nice and smooth, you need to let this batter rest for about 30 minutes. Once it's rested, you'll see here it gets nice and thick, and then it's time to cook. To cook these crepes, you're just gonna cook them like pancakes, so you can spray a pan, or if you have a nonstick pan, just use it as is. Scoop about a 1/4 cup of the batter onto the pan, and then I like to use a spoon to kind of smooth the batter around the pan to make sure that I get a nice, thin, even layer. Cook it about 30 seconds to a minute per side, and then just flip it over and cook it again, and that's all you have to do. This makes between 6 and 8 crepes depending on the size of your pan. And then to serve them, what I like to do is a layer of hummus on the bottom, and then I just sprinkle on some greens. Here we have some spinach, and then I do some sort of veggie on top. Today I'm doing some chopped cherry tomatoes. You could also do avocado, you could do peppers, whatever kind of thing you like. And then you can enjoy them. So these are really great to take with you on the go. You can also assemble them as like a picnic thing, so you could take the individual things with you. And they're so simple, super high in protein, and really, really delicious. And our last snack recipe for today are my zucchini roll-ups. So you're gonna start with 1 large zucchini, slice the end off each, and then you can use a mandolin slicer if you have one, or you can use a sharp knife. And basically you're just going to slice the zucchini into strips. And once you have those strips, it's time to fill them. So I do a base of hummus. You can also do guacamole. You need basically something sticky. And then you're gonna layer in some veggies. So I have some carrot sticks, as well as some cut up peppers and some fresh herbs. I have parsley and basil. And you can just layer them onto one end of that zucchini, and then you just roll it up, just like you would a little simple roll up or sushi. They are gonna kind of like pop apart, so you wanna use a toothpick to keep them stuck together. And they are so simple, you can fill them with whatever you want, and they are really, really fun to eat. They're kind of like pinwheels. And they also are really great for on the go. So these will store for a couple days in the fridge. I like to just pop them in one of my glass lock containers, take them with me to the beach or on a picnic or to the park, or just eat them as a snack or even just a light lunch. So they're really, really great, so simple to make, and I really think you guys will love them. And there you have it, my friends. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to Thrive for joining us in today's video. If you have not joined Thrive Market yet, you should hop on it right now because it is amazing. And like I shared throughout the video, there are so many hacks that you can use it for that will help you save a ton of money. So if you want to try Thrive for yourself, as well as get an additional 25% off these savings that you already get, you can click the link that's in my description box, and that will take you right to the offer page. So again, thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you try any of these recipes, I would love to know. You can leave a comment down below. You can also share a photo with me on Instagram by tagging @simplyquinoa or using #simplyquinoa. And if you haven't joined our community yet, I would love to welcome you to join us. There is almost 150,000 of us, which is just so amazing. I am so forever grateful for each and every one of you for subscribing. So if you are not yet part of this amazing community, make sure to tap that red button that's right below this video. That will subscribe you, and that will make sure that you never miss another video. Otherwise, I hope you have a phenomenal rest of your day. Again, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.